Good day. How is everybody doing? Aaron Four here with Leveraged Affiliates, affiliated with Go Socialize. Today, we're going to do just a very brief training for you. I'm going to just talk a little bit about branding. Are you doing it right or does it suck? Just a few little tidbits for y'all to think about. So if you're looking at your screens right now, you can see our opening slide. So let's move right along, shall we? All right. The power of branding is real. Great branding has catapulted some companies, of course, up, and branding has also killed other companies. You got to learn how to do it, learn the ins and outs and do it right. The ultimate goal, of course, is to look, feel, and sound like a company that people would like to do business with. So let's find out what makes a brand great, what makes the brand suck, where your own branding falls on the spectrum, and what are you going to do about it? It's kind of important. Um, Branding, of course, is very, very helpful for you, company, and your customers. Successful business leaders typically have an abstract idea of who their company is, where it's going, what makes it different or better than the competitors. Branding can help by establishing a clear definition of who you are and the clear direction and purpose of your company. And that's kind of huge. You really need to be able to articulate that very well. Customers are your company's lifeblood. So everything should be done, of course, with them in mind. Just like it says on the slides here, this is a quick overview. We'll get more in depth with this in further training events down the road. Remember that they are your target market, your core audience, your buyer personas, and your prospects. It's for them basically that you're making the effort to create a brand that they're going to identify with, that they're going to recognize, and hopefully they're going to love, because that's what we want to do. What to think about when you're evaluating or building your brand. These are just a few bullet points. How are your brand and its products or services are perceived by team members, customers, competitors in the marketplace? Perception is real. So how is your brand perceived by those people? What matters most to your brand's core audiences as they begin and end their search for a provider and or a partner within their business or their lives? Does your beliefs in your company drive and inspire the brand and dictate what the company will look like in the near and the long-term future? The difference between a brand that connects with its audiences and one that frequently misses the mark is usually careful introspection. You got to have in your heart and in your mind everything figured out on how you wish to be perceived. Um, so one thing we can do is have a mission statement. Mission statements are pretty important. Do you even know why you do what you do? The mission statement explains your company's purpose and why it exists. It's a single brief statement that surmises why and how your company does what it does every day for your customers. So why do you need one? Without a mission statement, your team, if you have a team, or your customers cannot determine how they can do on a daily basis what relates to companies and its core purposes. You have to be able to be interactive with not only team members that you may or may not have, but also your audience, the personas that you're after, your prospects. Potential clients will also feel unsure of your ultimate objective, and they will opt to work with a competitor that has a clear and concise goal that they can identify with. Mission statements actually have an impact, and it would behoove you to go ahead and take the time and get a good one built up. Some examples, like Cash Life Mastery's mission statement, helping entrepreneurs create a social media marketing strategy that monetize their business. This mission statement communicates the company's main objective, helping entrepreneurs create a social media marketing strategy to its core audience. The statement is simple and straightforward, bringing clarity to everyone working with and for this brand. And of course, Cash Life Mastery is going to be rebranded as Go Socialized, just for your information. Along with the mission statement, there's also a vision statement. Do you know where you're going? What is a vision statement? A vision statement explains your company's direction or where you are going. It should be aspirational but attainable, and probably, excuse me, through a long-term effort. It's brief but compelling goal for the future. What is Cash Life Mastery? To be recognized as the go-to place for entrepreneurs when they have questions in order to achieve a fast track towards success. Um, Basically, in a nutshell, we're trying to be a shortcut to help you pass the hurdles that we have overcame that you shouldn't have to deal with. So as you're writing all of these and you're developing your mission statement and everything else, what is the tone of voice? What is the personality of your company as you're building your brand, right? The personality and tone of voice can set the key characteristics you want associated with your brand while engaging, connecting, and developing with your valued relationships. More simply, it's your brand's appearance. How do you appear to your core audience? Uh, are you friendly and approachable? Use conversational language to convey the brand's casual, welcoming, and down-to-earth approach to business. Be concise and precise. Time is of the essence, and clarity is key when it comes to capturing the attention of audiences through marketing. A lot of people's attention span is pretty short by nature. So if you're friendly and approachable, they feel like they want to look more into you. And if you're concise and precise with the message you're trying to convey through the tone of voice in your branding, they're going to feel much more appreciative of the effort that you put into it. So now they will put more time into you as well. So some core values as you're developing your brand. Everybody should have some core values. Let's talk about a few, like a can-do attitude. You're adaptable, eager to try new things that benefit your clients. You're positive and pleasant to be around and always happy for others' achievements. That is a great can-do attitude that you can incorporate into your core values. Put your clients first, right? I know you're important. I know your business is important, right? But always be adaptable to their needs so that you can help them. That is why you're in business. Humbly confident would be another great core value. Know your stuff and possess a quiet confidence. Realize, though, that you don't know it all. So welcome ideas and inputs from others, right? We can always learn. The one thing I do know, if you're the smartest person in the room, you stand zero chance of learning anything. So that would be something also for you to consider. Let's talk about the core value of teamwork. Be collaborative, right? Recognize that the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. Be helpful, respectful, but have fun together, right? Everybody needs a team. So some of these core values: can-do attitude, be humbly confident, and appreciate the value of teamwork. Just when you thought that was all, no, there's more, right? Be dependable. Dependability is a cornerstone of almost anything you do in your life. Be dedicated to your work and focused on achieving your clients' objectives, no matter what it takes. Get stuff done and do what you said you would do. If you can do that, you will breed dependability, the thought of dependability, and people will know that they can depend on you. That is a fantastic core value to have as you are trying to build your business and build your brand. And that is definitely something you want your brand to be associated with. Strive for excellence. Be passionate and proud of your work. Go above and beyond, but be growth oriented and grow as professionals. We're all lifelong learners on this quest, right? You'll never know it all. You can always learn more. Always continue to strive for excellence and let this excellence benefit your customers. This will enhance your brand's reputation. And always do the right thing. There's never a right time to do the wrong thing, but there's always the right time to do the right thing. Be honest with yourselves, your team, your clients. Don't be afraid to be vulnerable and ask for help when you need it, particularly from, like, if you have any mentors or some type of an upline that you can go to, somebody you can connect with to help answer these questions for you. You don't have to know it all, but you have to know that you need to ask for help when you need it. Be fair, trustworthy, and have integrity in not only your words, but also in your actions. All of these core values, these 6 that I have listed so far, will greatly contribute to your brand as you build your brand. if you will just bear them in mind. You should have some type of a messaging platform. What makes your company different or better than the competition? A messaging platform is a series of key messages, also known as value propositions to some, that explain why prospects should choose you over the competition. A messaging platform that resonates with your audience will depict the exceptional value that you and your team or your business bring to the table. It needs to be factual, descriptive, and based on real reasons why your client should choose you. Never make anything up. Some examples, responsiveness and fast turnaround, right? That's a messaging platform. We're a modern marketing training company recognized for expedient quality of work plus extreme accessibility that makes our expertise just one phone call or click away. We are easily connectable. That's a great messaging platform for you to utilize. Strong industry or business acumen. We're we're a social media marketing specialist for entrepreneurs who combine our acute understanding of these industries with strong business acumen to accelerate the client's success. The messages are succinct, compelling, and clearly explain who the brand is and why you should choose them. By balancing language about the company itself with the benefits that it brings to the clients. Those are a couple of great examples for you, and you can tweak these any way that you wish to make it more personal to you and your particular brand or business that you're doing. You got to have a visual identity, right? Do you have a professional look and feel? You might think your brand looks presentable, but are you sure that the audience sees a brand that they feel proud to work with? The visual appearance of a brand is one of a few aspects that prospects get to know and ideally recall when assessing their options on who to pick. A visual identity system encompasses logo design, color palettes, typography, imagery style, iconography. These are elements that come together to find your brand's appearance or a trademark appearance that looks worthy of contemporary consumers. Right? You got to look like something that people want to interact with is basically what that says. Visual identity is cohesive, vibrant, and mimics the brand's personality and tone of voice, which we have already discussed. It's used consistently across all marketing communications, letting the marketplace know that the company takes pride in its appearance and pays attention to detail. And I included on here just a few little clips of art for you that should be readily identifiable. You can see with some of the social media, that's what we're talking about, iconography, right? Is your image, your visual identity so well put together that it's gained enough trust to be readily identifiable? And I'm pretty sure you can look at most of these images here and automatically know who they are and what they do. And that's what we're trying to get to in our businesses. So what do you do if your branding sucks? You know, these were just a few, a few topics that were talked about in developing your brand. Your brand is your identity. Your brand is what other people see. This is your introduction, if you want to put it that way, right? We got to get people not to walk past the door, but in the door. And you do that with your branding. So if it sucks, partner with an experienced marketing mentor to get immediate help from the experts. Work closely with your marketing mentor to develop or update your brand strategy, and use new brand strategy to guide and set up the implementation of your marketing plan. You know, so those are some things. So what did I just say? If you need help, do not feel afraid to ask for it. All of us need help, right? And if your branding's not quite working for you, it's nothing but a phone call, a click, a message away, right? Let's get you the help that you need. So what if your branding doesn't suck, right? So let's determine if you're in need of a brand refresh, which could put you ahead of the competitors. Sometimes we might have a good brand, but maybe it could be tweaked, updated, made better, or gooder in good old redneck. Review your marketing and sales tactics to ensure that all elements follows your brand strategy, right? Everything you do in your business is related. your sales tactics, your marketing tactics, your has got to fall in line with your brand strategy, and your brand strategy has to fall in line with the two previously mentioned topics as well. Take another look at your website. Take a look at your sales brochures or other marketing materials. Do they need updating? Are they keeping up with your brand? Is your brand changing? Right? These are all things that you should consider as you're talking about branding yourself, getting yourself identified, becoming known to the masses of people, the customers, the prospects out there. These were just a few things that I put together for just a really quick brief for you. We can go much more in depth with it. Just feel free to reach out to us at any time. We're very willing to help you out at any time that we can. So there again, my name is Aaron Ford. I'm the representative for Leveraged Affiliates working with Go Socialized. If you have any questions, please let us know. Drop us a link, drop us a message, anything that you can do to get in contact with us to let us know how we may make your life a little bit better. Y'all have a great day.